Well, you did create something. You created a shirt
Mm-hmm.
that Elijah Wood has seen.
Yeah.
It's like that one like interview. Like, do you wear wigs?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wear wigs?
No, I do not.
Have you worn wigs?
No, I have not.
Will you wear wigs?
Maybe.
When will you wear wigs?
And then that's when I had like 1,100 orders. And
1,100
that was
orders.
crazy. Yeah.
How did that go?
Not well.
Welcome to Creatives on Chairs Chatting. My name is Ram, and my guest for today is Owie, also known as Catchinglizards. We talked to her about her journey as a solo screen printer, starting from making merch for her ex's band, to handing shirts to people like Elijah Wood. This was recorded in May of 2024, and I did not end up editing it because of life until the end of 2024. And we talk a lot about TikTok in this, and then the TikTok ban kind of happened, but then didn't. So I was just kind of confused of whether I should release it or not. But I still think it's a very informative conversation. It was a very fun conversation, and I think you'll get a lot out of it. This is kind of a pilot episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of Creatives on Chairs. It takes a lot of work to go to people's spaces, ask them, and do this whole thing. I do want to do it in person. I don't want to do it on Zoom or anything, so it takes a lot of time. So I really appreciate the support. Anyways, without further ado, this is my conversation with Owie. Do you wear wigs? Have you ever worn wigs?
I personally have worn wigs. I've worn my dad's wigs many times. He has a collection. But yes, that was so iconic for my personal lore, just like growing up and watching Lord of the Rings. But even before Lord of the Rings, Forever Young, have you ever seen it with Mel Gibson and Elijah Wood?
No.
Well, that's when I first saw Elijah Wood, and I was like, oh my God, who is this like tiny blue-eyed like angelic cherub boy like on screen? And yeah, and just like I'm not gonna say fell in love, because like, Elijah, if you're seeing this, I'm not weird. I swear,
parasocially, I
really,
love you.
Parasocially, I love you. I'm obsessed with you, and it's been like 25 years. But no, I've loved his work even when he was like a young person, and now he's an older person. And I bought tickets to Comic-Con to see him and give him a shirt, and he loved it, and it was like the best moment of my life.
So why did you make the shirt? Like, why did you make that? What compelled you to make it?
Well, I think at the time I was still, and I still am, I was really getting a feel for Photoshop. I was teaching myself Photoshop. So I was just building my Instagram profile, my design profile. And so I was just making relatable internet moments in history, but adding like a vintage type like feel to it. And so that was just another moment in time that I feel like captured a lot of us millennials. Like, that was just so fucking funny. And so I just wanted to make something, and it got a really great response, and people were like, make a shirt, make a shirt, make a shirt. And I was like,
you just made the design, and before you made the shirt?
Yes. That's how it always is. I make a design first, and depending on the reaction, that dictates whether it becomes a shirt or not, is like the reaction from the people who follow me.
Oh, okay. So you just posted that design on Instagram or on TikTok as well?
It was first Instagram. I feel like that's where I do best, is Instagram, because I have a more focused and more, I guess, I feel like on TikTok it's more random, the people who follow me, whereas on Instagram it's a lot more people who know me personally or relate to me or identify with my experiences as well. Roller skaters, mentally ill, like femmes, queer femmes, and Wasians, and
Wasian representation.
Wasians, and so, and not just Wasians, but like Filipinos and mentally ill Filipinos, especially.
Same,
and
right here.
Yeah, exactly. Right, we're looking at it.
Yeah.
So
wait, how was it actually like handing him the shirt? Or like,
It was so cool because my friend and I, we were like waiting in line. We got there like 4 hours early, and then the line started. And I'm a very socially sensitive person, and so was my bestie Alex. And Alex also loves Lord of the Rings. So we're in line with all of these people, and we're just like scratching ourselves, and we're just like fidgeting. We're like, oh my God, we're here. Oh my God, oh my God. And like I actually just started pinching her. I was like, I'm sorry, I have to pinch you. And like, and she's like, why? And it just became a whole thing where we're just like freaking out. And then eventually, like as we got closer and closer to Elijah, it like started setting in. I'm like, oh my God. It's just so kind of weird because I'm not from California. I'm from Florida.
Yeah.
The only celebrities we see are Hulk Hogan. Like that's our celebrity.
have you actually seen him?
Yes, driving in his Hummer. Yes, I've seen him. So for me, like seeing stars, I'm like I still get starstruck. And so when I saw Elijah, I was like, oh fuck, it's you! Holy shit! And we got closer, and when it was my turn, he like looked at me. He's like, "Oh my God," because I was wearing the wig shirt. I do that. This isn't a new thing. I've also met I've done this with Frank Iero and from My Chemical Romance.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him a My Chemical Romance shirt that I did. But anyways, he was just like, "I love your shirt. Can I take a picture of you? Like, is it okay if I take a picture of you?" And I was like, you do whatever you want, man. Like
At this point, whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm here for you. Like, totally fine. And he was just so sweet. He's genuinely like, I was watching him interact with other fans, and he's really good at his job. He's really good at media and like PR, and like, so it was really cool to see that in real time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely a showman.
So he got the shirt. Like,
yeah.
So he kept it. He kept it. He's like, I don't
know. I mean, if I were famous, and because there were thousands of people there who had gifts for him.
Oh,
so
that's
it's
true,
like,
huh?
like it's like
I didn't really think about that.
I understand if I'm not expecting him to have that shirt. It was just more so like you giving him the option of keeping something of mine if he wanted. So
wait, there's a photo of you with the cast. Is that real, or did you Photoshop yourself in?
Oh no, I have that picture.
That's a real photo when they're like. Oh, okay. I thought it was Photoshop for some reason.
No,
I'm like, that's
that was
real. And there were so you met everybody else.
Yes.
How did they react to it?
They were so nice. Oh my gosh, they were just like, men are guilty until proven innocent in my book, but those men I would trust with my goddamn life. I would be like, yeah, here you are. Here is my heart and soul. Do whatever you want with it. They were just, I walk in the room, and like, I think what they do is they, so it's all of the hobbits, and they look for like an identifier on the person who walks in, and then they all kind of like talk amongst themselves, and they figure out how the picture is going to look. Because when I walk in, they all look at me, and they're like, wigs. And so I think that was indicating like, okay, point at her because she's wearing the wig shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. They asked me like, "Hey, how you doing? How's it going?" And they're like, "Hey." I'm standing behind them, and I'm like, "Woohoo, hobbits! This is so cool." Okay, bye. It was literally 7 seconds. It couldn't have been longer than 7 seconds, but it all just like happened so fastly. What?
It was a cute picture.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. I was actually practicing my smile for like weeks ahead of time because I'm still getting used to my teeth smile. I don't like smiling with my teeth, but when I'm nervous, I do smile with my teeth. So anyways, it was a whole thing. I was practicing with my friends, like. So yeah.
What compelled you to make shirts at all?
Well, it all started in
2012.
Well,
when did it start?
It started in 2012. That's when I learned how to screen print, because the guy I was dating at the time, he was in this Radiohead jazz cover band. I know, so cool, right? Yes, he did go to Berklee College of Music. So awesome. Cut that. Just kidding. You can keep that. So they were my group of friends, my boyfriend included at the time. They were swept away by Tom York, as white men are when they're 18. And so, but the jazz cover band was really popular, and me and my friends, because we're so thoughtful and because we were wonderful girlfriends, we were like, let's learn how to screen print and make them like merch. Like,
wow.
we're so sweet, we're so awesome, we're so hot, and we're so cool. Like, let's make merch. And so we learned how to screen print, and they came out awesome. It was so cool. Like, I think back, I'm like, that was such a cool thing we did, because we would like live print at like the warehouse shows, and people would bring their own clothes, and we would just print the band's merch or print the design on people's shirts. It just became a thing that I would do. I'm like, okay, let's make a shirt design. And then I've been a server for 13 years of my life. That's the only other skill that I have besides,
like at restaurants?
Is serving, making
you're
coffee.
serving.
I'm serving.
Oh, you're serving.
I'm
you're a server,
serving.
and you're serving.
I'm
You're serving right now.
I'm about to be served. I'm sure. I'm about to be served from the court of law. But worked in restaurants for forever. And then when quarantine happened, I was laid off, and I just started making shirts. I was like, okay, well, I was in Florida at the time, so I didn't get unemployment benefits. The whole system was fucked up.
What?
Nobody got unemployment benefits.
In Florida?
Yeah, it was the worst.
Florida seems to be the worst place ever.
It was terrible. Oh, yeah. Okay. I love Florida. I represent Florida very hard. Florida isn't a place that's appealing. It does have a very soft spot in my heart, and you're only allowed to talk shit about Florida if you're from Florida. So
I feel that.
So when my friends start talking shit, I'm like,
I'm still
you
gonna
wouldn't
talk
last
shit.
2 days in Florida.
No, I wouldn't. That's why I
I'm
would
like,
never go
you
there.
would choke on the air. But that being said, yes, it also was terrible because like just nobody got unemployment benefits, and so I was like, I guess I will start screen printing shirts, because I was already doing that on the side as a hobby, but not really for monetary gain. I was going through a horrible breakup maybe 5 years ago, and I was sitting on the beach like all the time just to meditate, and I took a picture of, in Florida there's like this iconic picture that everybody takes, and it's when like the storm clouds roll in but you're on the beach, and so you can see the rain falling on a storm cloud, but where you're sitting it's dry. And so I took a picture, and then I thought to myself, I was like, Florida isn't a place. It's kind of just a feeling, huh? And then it was like a little short poem that I wrote. And then a couple years ago, I turned it into a shirt design with that feeling in mind. Like you got the oranges, the iconic like Skyway Bridge. When a pivotal part and like rite of passage in Florida is catching lizards and wearing them as earrings. Like if you catch them, they're gonna like keep their mouth ajar, and you can clip them on your ears, and they'll just kind of dangle there for a couple seconds. And that's just what we did, because we didn't have a good public education system, so we did the best we could with what we had. And yeah, so, and then these ghost crabs are really iconic on the beach, and when I like had that first thought, a ghost crab scuttled across the sand, and then I tried to catch it, and then I didn't catch it. Yeah, I think this is a very, Florida is so multifaceted in that like there's like the beach, but then there's the swamp, then there's like the sweaty like mangroves, and like there's just so much to it, more than just like the beach. It's so much more than just a beach paradise. There's like, I don't know, you have like when hurricanes come in, the canals next to my parents' house, it'll flood, and so the whole street, like you have to move your cars up onto the driveway, and people are just kayaking in the streets, and then you have fish swimming like on the road, and there's like fish in your backyard like swimming through your lawn, and like I don't know, it's such a funny thing, a funny Florida thing. Because I'm a part of a pretty niche alternative community, roller skating, aggressive skate park roller skating. I actually stepped into this like cool opportunity because there wasn't a lot of roller skate merch at that time. We only had like big brands making roller skate merch, and they were kind of corny and like out of touch. And so I got to add a little like DIY spin on things, and it took off in a way where I was able to sustain myself when I wasn't getting unemployment benefits. And then I just kept doing it, because then I started deviating from roller skate designs to like other parts of my personality and mental illness and like, I don't know, whatever. And it's just been a journey.
That's when you started. When did you start catching lizards then? Like 2012 as well? Or was that your actual, just your personal Instagram at
Yeah,
that
was
time?
just my personal Instagram. Because I used to be, my business name used to be Sunshine Skate.
Okay, yeah,
because-
Sunshine Skate.
Yeah, except, Florida is the Sunshine State.
Sunshine
Roller
Skate.
skating, Sunshine Skate, it's hilarious.
Sometimes
funny.
that's making a name is hard.
It is hard. It is
And-
hard.
That is,
Fly? Oh my God!
it's a butterfly.
Sorry.
What is that?
It's a gorgeous butterfly.
Wait, no. Get that, Gio. I'm scared.
Why? It's your Lola.
I don't like butterflies.
Really?
No,
Oh my
all right, we're going
gosh.
off script here real quick.
Oh, this is like a new butterfly.
Sorry, this is actually this is something that you do is that you love to touch insects.
Yes.
This is actually good. Let's just keep it here. I'm actually very scared of butterflies.
Really?
I don't like bugs. And
Okay.
you love bugs.
Oh my God, I love bugs.
You love bugs.
Yes.
And I don't like them.
Why?
I'm scared. Actually, maybe I'll... It's gross.
They're more afraid of you than you are of them. And they're so important to our ecosystems. And this
I'm gonna walk here
yeah.
because
not even looking
for
at
the
you.
video.
And, butterflies actually make a really great pollinator. And so without them, I wouldn't have my gorgeous lemon tree. And,
Yeah, there will be videos right now of pictures of you touching your
okay,
your tarantula. But
okay.
you're learning something very vulnerable about me. I hate bugs, especially butterflies.
Really?
Butterflies scare the hell out of me.
I prefer moths over butterflies.
Why is it black?
Because it's dark and
What
edgy.
is this?
I don't know, but really? Oh my gosh. Oh my God, look, she's opening up her wings. Aw. So anyways, bugs are awesome. And
I'm just gonna stand right here.
she's so cute.
Yeah, Owie has like, how many? You have a pet tarantula.
I have 2 tarantulas. Octavia is 8 years old. She just turned 8. She's an Aquarius. And I have another tarantula. Her name is Agamemnon. And I speculate that she's 3. I got her when she was already pretty big. But
Why do you like bugs?
because in Florida, I feel like, so in my childhood, my parents would always like lock us out of the house. We weren't allowed inside of the house when the sun was up. So my sisters and I, we would just catch lizards and
Catching lizards.
yeah, exactly. So we would just catch lizards and catch bugs all the time and try to create our own like bug ecosystems and farms. And we would like catch guppies in the ditch in front of our house and then try to create like ponds and stuff. And so we had a kiddie pool that we would fill with like 2 inches of water, and then we would catch a bunch of toads and then we put them in the pool, and then they would all mate, and then they'd lay a bunch of eggs. And like I know that there's that frog army guy on TikTok, but me and my sisters were doing that shit way before him. Like we actually were breeding toads like as like 5 and 6 year olds. We were doing that way before him. He copied us.
I'm like so scared. I have this like, to be vulnerable a little bit. This is the most vulnerable I've ever been. Because like I have this very distinct traumatic memory of me. I don't know if this is a dream or if this actually happened, but like when I was in the Philippines, there was this like, there's like a door before a door, like there's like an in-between space, like on a porch.
Right.
And the door, I had to like, the door was locked, but then the other door was locked, and I was trapped in there with like a white butterfly. And it scared the hell out of me. And they move really erratically. That's what freaks me out. I can't predict their movement. So I just don't like bugs in general.
Yeah, okay,
They bug me. And
so about snakes too, probably, because their movements are probably creepy.
Snakes are cool. I think I'm cool with snakes. I'm more cool with snakes than bugs.
Okay.
But she be doing this a lot. Like you would have videos of a tarantula.
That is just gorgeous. You can't deny. Come on.
Yeah, that's actually cool when they're not moving.
She is so thoughtful.
All right, well, we'll continue the.
Oh, right.
No, we can stay
Oh,
here.
okay.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And I don't know, actually. Maybe we can move back to the set and like have that.
This is good for you. It's
This-
exposure therapy. It's good for you. It's good for you.
Yeah, this whole project is like I need to reach out, get out of my comfort zone,
Yeah.
and I'm having an interview with a butterfly.
Oh.
This is so.
Oh my God, that's a
art.
good one.
This is so artsy.
Interview with a butterfly. That's so sweet. Yeah.
What were we talking about? Your art. What your art?
Oh,
What
yes.
did you want it to be when you grew up? Did you always wanted to make t-shirts?
I wanted to work in a morgue and
A what?
a morgue and dissect people and figure out why they died. I think they're called like pathologists. But I actually have on my 5th grade, like I have a picture of myself in 5th grade on a star, and you put down the career you want, and on it says pathologist because I wanted to dissect dead people.
You still want to do that now?
No, I don't. I'm too traumatized now. That was before the trauma really set in, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
That is still just
It's
chilling.
perfect. It's
It's
perfect.
just chilling there.
Were your parents ever like, that's your Lola?
No.
When like a fly or something comes in?
No.
Yeah, my dad was always like, that's your Lola.
Well, she could go fuck off.
I know.
Go be dead.
That's so effed up, but it's so real. Leave me alone.
Like, why are you bothering? Like, no offense.
Seriously.
No.
Like that Pen 15 episode.
No, I don't
Okay,
watch it,
anyways.
but-
Yeah.
Is your grandparents still alive? Or they're all gone?
My white Lola is still alive, but
Yeah, you're Asian.
yeah, but my Filipino Lola, she died.
Mm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
When? How old were you?
This was like within the last 10 years, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, there was a lot of strife with that. But yeah, but my other Lola, she's doing great. She's awesome.
good.
She got an autism diagnosis, which has like really helped her. She's
Wait, how old is she?
70.
70? Oh.
Yeah, but it really like made things make sense in her life.
Do you ever watch what was the show? Like the Love Autism
Oh, Love on the Spectrum.
Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah,
I
uh-huh.
love that show with
So
that
good.
one old guy. Steve, I think his name was. He was like 60 years old. That's the one that lived in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
That was like some people just don't know. And then it makes
Yeah.
more sense later.
It's so true. It's so true. Have you ever taken the online autism assessment?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've taken every single like, do I have this? Do I have that?
What'd you get?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I asked my therapist, I was like, you think I have autism? I think I might have autism. And he was like, probably not. And I asked him like, you think I have ADHD? And he was like, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I was like, all right. Okay. Like you didn't need to say definitely that one, but okay.
He was like, no question.
Yeah.
No question.
How do you think that affects your art being, I guess? But like, how does that affect your art? Do you see that like bleeds into your art, like your mental state?
Oh,
Does it
for
help
sure.
it? Does it? Some people be like, I make art because it helps me.
Art helps me because like it's something that's immediately rewarding to me. Like when I finish a design or when like an idea pops into my head, I'm like, that is the funniest thing I've ever heard of in my life and I have to make it right now. And then when I share it and then other people think it's funny, it's like really validating. And it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm not crazy, or maybe I am, and we're all crazy.
Yeah, it's like a way of communicating a feeling. And then when people see it, I'm like, oh wow, like I too feel that.
Yeah.
In a way.
It's the art and mental illness is tough because especially when you make art as a living and you don't have coworkers, you don't have someone telling you what to do, when you have to make your own you have to discipline yourself, make your own direction, make your own schedule. That's something I really struggle with because I'm more of a doer than I am like I'd rather just someone tell me what to do at all times and I'll get it done. But figuring that out for myself is really hard. And like, I really struggle with it. And isolation is really tough. And when you get most of your socialization online, it's
bad.
Yeah,
I can
it's
feel it.
really tough. So
Yeah. What have you done to try to mitigate that, if anything?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, you're talking to me right now.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
real
here
life.
we are. Here we are.
This is actually the reason why I wanted to do this in real life.
Mm-hmm.
It's because, I don't know, I don't want to... This is a behind the scenes. I don't want to talk on, like, a voice call.
Yeah.
Like, if I have the ability, like, I only live, like, 4 hours away
Mm-hmm.
from you guys. Like, that's nothing. And I could just like talk to you in person.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want. Cause like I feel like especially during the pandemic we were so disconnected and now we're back in person. I'm like, it's time to talk one-on-one. And also I feel like I hate online you just miss a lot of like things and I don't know. I really for this show specifically, I want it to be in person.
It's nice to connect with people and also I mean, even me, I was like, oh my God, I have a depression home. We can't do the interview. And then I was like, you know what? No, it'll get me to clean my garage. And like, I also haven't, you know.
Wait, how did it look before this?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? That's effed up.
No, okay. No,
I
don't know. Like, I feel like I actually wanted it to be like, I wanted to show the people what it actually looks like. Because I feel like I always get insecure when I show, like when I'm making a video and like like the background of my videos or my TikToks, like my room looks so messy. And then I see other people with like really nice backgrounds. And I'm like, there's no way that looks that well. And I just don't, like there's no pretense here, guys. This is, you know, this is just real. This is real raw.
This is really organized for what it usually is.
No, actually, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it usually is like a big mess, though. Or like rather, there are boxes everywhere because I'm pulling from boxes all the time.
You're making all of this, all your shirts on your own.
Yeah.
See, I've done that, and it actually did kind of drive me insane. I don't know how you do it.
Me neither.
Like, how do you get through it? What are some tips? If somebody's like gonna start screen printing solo, what would you tell them to do?
I would tell someone, sorry, she's just taking a sit. Oh, she's gonna fly on you. She's looking right at you. No, she's good. She's good. I'll tell her not to. Please don't do that. Okay, my advice, if you are if you've got ideas, if you want to make shirts, if you have like, if you're really just looking to make stuff, screen printing is so fun. And it's also the easiest, like, it's the easiest method of, it's the easiest way to fuck up a lot of shit all at once. So I recommend going to a community, because I taught myself and I learned all from trial and error. I learned from wasting thousands and thousands of dollars on material. So if you don't want to waste thousands and thousands of dollars and time and disappoint a lot of people, I recommend going to a community center, taking classes, learning from a friend, interning, watching Cat Spit YouTube videos. And
what is it? Cat Spit?
Cat Spit.
How do you spell that?
Screen Printing Productions. It's CATSPIT Productions. And he's so helpful. But especially if you're in a bigger city, there are so many, I see screen printing classes all the time. But so if I just, there are too many resources to need to teach yourself anymore. And I don't recommend teaching yourself just because it's so costly. And
especially screen printing,
ink is just so expensive now. Emulsion is so expensive. Screens are so expensive. I just say lean into the community. That's one of my biggest regrets is like being so hyper independent and like not outsourcing, like or looking to others for help, you know?
Yeah. I feel like that's just, I don't know why we can't get over that, because I feel like, I have to do everything by myself and I don't need help.
Yeah. I feel like we don't want to be burdens to other people also. And like, I guess that's something I really struggle with is asking for help. And like my process should be a lot easier, but because I never want to bring anyone down with me, I'm just like, no, I'll just suffer by myself. It's okay. I'll work through it.
I remember when I was doing my shirts during my like t-shirt project, and I had orders, and my mom, because I was still living at home at the time, my mom visibly saw I was like, there's so many shirts, and I did like a lot of things people don't know is like the actual shipping
Yeah.
of it. Like, yeah, there's one part is like making the shirt, right? But then it's another thing to ship it. Like, use Shopify, right?
Yes.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but if they are,
But if they are,
every
give me a
camera.
discount.
Wait, well, if they are, please sponsor the show because I love Shopify. Anyways, not a plug.
I love Shopify too.
Yeah, but please sponsor us. But they don't. I didn't know like, oh, I had to like the organization of shirts
yeah.
of people's orders.
Yep.
And then like printing out like the mail the
Packing
slip,
yeah.
packing slip, the shipping label. It was a lot. And my mom saw I was struggling. Bless my mom. She was like, "Do you need help?" And I'm like, "Yes." And I was like, you know what? Yes. And she asked me like, "What do I need to do?" And I'm like, I actually don't know. I forgot what I was like, "Can you just fold it?" And like, I forgot what I told, but she helped me with my first order. I'm like, thanks. Shout out to my mom.
Shout out
to my mom. Yeah. So what's your process when you like ship all your shit? Cause like, I'll probably flash pictures up right now. If you're like your car literally full of shirts.
One time, yeah, I did have like 1,100 orders probably this time last year. 1,100 open orders just because I had a TikTok go viral. That's also that was a big part of my is virality.
Yes,
big part
we'll
of my
get to that in a bit.
Yeah,
but what's the process of shipping?
So process of shipping is basically on Shopify you can see like how many of each shirt you need, like your inventory. So I print out. I pull out like, okay, I need 7 mediums of Jesus tank. So I'll pull out 7 mediums, print them all. And then I fold everything. Everything goes on a rack. And then I just go, because it's a pre-order base, it's ship at first come, first serve. So I'll go through the first 50 orders because that's what showed on the screen. And then I'll like just grab every shirt and I'll put it in a pile in the order that it was ordered. And then buy those shipping labels. And so those shipping labels are purchased and printed in the queue that the shirts that I pulled.
Do you use Shopify?
Yes.
Okay, because usually what I did, I think I used
ShipStation?
The other one,
Pirate
Ship.
Yes.
Yeah, so these are like things that you could for shipping. And then I think Pirate Ship, I think most of those have like connection to Shopify, so it just like automatically.
Yes.
So if anybody's thinking of like making shirts, there you go.
Shopify is great.
Yeah, but
not sponsored.
So you print out all the labels and then you just like put them all in the poly bags. You use poly bags?
Yep.
You use boxes or what?
I use compostable mailers and I include like a little thank you card. Thank you so much. Everything's awesome. I hope you love it. Please don't yell at me. And then send it on the way.
Yeah, it's cute. I've had this is your shirt. You ever get help like shipping or like putting all these together?
The only
I know we just talked about like asking for help, but like do you ever ask now?
I ask people to help me fold. People help me fold.
Oh wait, do you use one of those squares?
I'm faster.
Oh,
I used to.
don't?
Yeah, I used to use the fold the shirt thing, but then like because I want my shirts to fit in a 6x9 like compostable mailer, they have to be thinner than that than the shirt folder. And also just because I've folded probably 10,000 shirts at this point, I'm faster.
What's the trick? What's the secret?
Do you want me to show you? Well, okay. Well, I don't want to let the butterfly go.
Well, we'll do it. We'll
do a tutorial. We'll do a tutorial.
We'll do a section later. I'll cut that in here.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to take your shirt. And so how I like to do it, I'm going to pinch at the collar right here. So I'm pinching at the collar, and then I'm going to go at the bottom and find the exact point where I pinched the collar, but on the bottom. I'm going to fold it like this. And then fold this part in. And then I'm going to take this end in as well. So I'm pinching at the collar once again, folding in like this and letting it roll over so it's like a nice thin fold. Fold this part back in, and then you got a nice little shirt fold like this, and then the size is visible. So you can stack them and immediately be able to see what size
Ooh, is this,
and the design.
This
Los Angeles
Los
Apparel,
Angeles Apparel.
6.5
I
ounce,
love that.
made
that
in
weight.
LA. Yep.
In LA, baby.
So let's just say, oh no, I gotta.
You can watch this. Oh damn! You think you are the fastest folder?
No, there are many before me, and there'll be many after me. I could have done that faster, but I have a visitor on my shoulders. I don't have my full range.
That's true.
Of motion.
They're still there.
So
Actually, just stand there. And
I could have been
cool.
faster.
Look cool.
You guys just have to believe me. Please
just-
believe me. I can do it fast. Please.
This is all through trial and error because
Yeah.
I learned this through trial and error.
Yeah.
But hopefully the listeners out there listening,
have to
like
deal-
you don't have to deal with
Yeah.
this.
You
Where do
don't
you get
want
the
this
bags?
trauma.
Where do you get the bags?
I get my bags from, I think they're called like Hero. Shout out Hero, not sponsored, but they're awesome compostable mailers. They come in fun colors and they're really fast at shipping. They ship through FedEx, so it comes right on time. Yeah, so I get most of my compostable mailers from there.
Yeah.
And
And then you
yeah.
slip on the
Mhm.
packing slip.
Yep. And then I print my thank you cards through Vistaprint, although I am looking for like cheaper print options, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just,
Yeah.
You know.
I use that too.
yeah.
And then you pack your car in with
Yeah.
all the orders.
And then I drop them off. And I remember we were actually supposed to hang out, I think last
Oh,
year.
yeah.
And then I was like, I can't, I'm packing orders. And you're like, really? And then like you saw the picture.
I did not say that. I did not say
it was,
that.
It was in that vein. It was more like, no, okay. He didn't say really. He said, you're a fucking liar. I don't believe you. And why didn't you come to LA State Historic Park to hang out with me and my friends? And actually, we've never met. So why won't you hang out with all of us, even though you don't know anyone?
I did not say that.
No,
I did
I'm just
not
kidding.
say that.
Totally kidding.
But it was implied.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but it was implied. It was heavily implied. It was
I heavily
implied.
implied. Oh, what a fucking asshole.
What an asshole.
Never met me. How dare you not hang out with overset techs? This is a rare opportunity.
Yeah. And then I sent you.
I saw the picture.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it
well,
was like 10
okay, actually,
boxes.
you should have called me to help you out. I'm like,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
have helped out. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I paid
I
pretty
actually didn't want to
good.
be wherever I was at the time. I'm like,
Yeah, that was
Wow.
tough. But yeah, a lot of people have told me like, oh, just use USPS and like do a pickup and they'll pick up all your packages. And I'm like, that feels unethical.
it feels like a lot of work. Like, I don't want to give him more work. Also, it's just like a lot. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
dropping it off.
yeah.
Also feels good when you just go into a post house like,
Yes.
yeah, I'm a business owner. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
just,
small
like,
business owning.
I feel so awkward when I first did it. I'm like, I asked the USPS worker, I'm like, so where do I put it? And then she was like, just leave it over that table. And I'm like, you sure? Can I just like spread it? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, fine. Because I was so scared to like ask because I'm like,
Yeah.
where do I put my t-shirts?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or do I just spam you guys with like a shit ton of packages?
Yeah.
So it's different for every USPS.
It is. I'm not
so.
allowed to. I actually, because of the amount that I ship, I'm only allowed to go to the shipping dock in the back of USPS.
Damn.
So I have to pull up my little Yaris and like, cause like the shipping docks, they're built. The infrastructure of them is for like big, you know, semis full of shit, and so I have to like throw my boxes up on the dock and then like climb up a ladder type situation and then like dump all of my packages in the bin. But it is fulfilling seeing that bin fill up. I'm like,
No.
that is amazing. My first viral video, it wasn't even viral. It was viral for me.
Yeah, where it just like gets a lot of reach.
Yeah, it got like 70,000 views or something.
Yeah, and that converts to sales.
Yeah.
And some people don't realize that on TikTok. You just have to like show your stuff, right?
Yeah, and it was specifically showcasing, I made this design that said girls only want one thing, revenge, and I made tote bags, and then I posted that on TikTok in like October 2021. And
what was it? Was it just like you just like
it was just the totes on the counter, like of a sublet. Yeah, and it got like 70,000 views, and I ended up getting like 400 orders, and I'd never had an
much.
order load like that before.
Yeah.
At that point in my like my made up career. So yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. But, you know, thankfully it was just totes. So it wasn't like, I need medium shirts. I need, you know, it was just one thing.
Yeah, one SKU.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, oh,
One
there's so many.
SKU.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's so many SKUs like I can't do anymore.
Yeah.
It just like fucks up production. It's just like, bro,
I
come on.
don't use SKUs.
No, but I just think in my head, I'm like, oh, like this one is like a medium of this.
Oh, right.
And just like, Like, bro, like can't add another thing because that's just
Yeah.
gonna complicate all the things.
Seriously.
Well, what is a trick to going viral?
I think
Or like just having a lot. When we say viral, we say like just when TikTok gives us a chance to be like, oh, now we're just gonna show you to people.
yeah. When they're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Sure.
Like
You
we'll show
know what?
your stuff to people.
Yeah. We're gonna get you addicted to the app. Like,
Dude, for real though, it is kind of addictive. I'm like,
yeah, it is.
wait, I can make a living doing this. I mean, it feels like a gamble.
Yes, that's what it is.
It feels like I'm gambling.
Yeah, every time.
And like, and then when I do, and like, oh, I get paid today.
Yeah,
I get paid
exactly.
finally. Cool.
Yeah. So the first one was the Girls Only Want One Thing, Revenge. And then I had a t-shirt that I made in 2020, but I put it on TikTok for the first time, and I already knew that. And it was like a mansplainer shirt, and it was like really funny. And, that got like 100,000 views. And then I had a frog shirt do really well. And then once I started doing like My Chemical Romance bootleg t-shirts, those like really popped off, and it was so fun because it's just so easy to make art that like you love so much and that are inspired by. So that was just so amazing. I just felt so blessed that that like I reached people who really understood me. But I made this Sleepy Time tee.
Oh, I love that one.
It's a good one. And that is, a lot of people don't even know it, but that's a My Chemical Romance t-shirt because So Long and Good Night is from Helena.
Oh.
So long and good night.
I thought I like the design.
Yeah, it's a good design.
I think it looks sick.
It's good design, but it's My Chemical Romance. And so that got like 1 million views just about. And then that's when I had like 1,100 orders. And that was crazy. Yeah.
How did that go?
Not well. Not well. Well,
I mean, it's like pre-order, so there's like some time, but
Yes.
then you're like, all right, I got to order the shirts, I got to order the bags, I got to order
my gosh.
all the things that you need to make it.
Yeah. And at that time, I was like printing in an apartment complex, in a 2-bedroom apartment in Glendale. There's no ventilation. I have neighbors up beside me, all around me. And so even when I do have my windows open, like when you cure ink, there is a smell. So I'd have to print at peculiar times of the day. That way, like the smell wouldn't bother people. But I got it done. I was actually really proud because like I got that shit done because I was so excited. And I was like, oh my God, maybe I can like do this thing. And yeah.
You did. You are doing it. You're doing it right now.
Trying to.
I mean, you inhaled toxic fumes.
Yeah, I did.
I remember you like showed me a picture, or I think it's one of your TikToks. In one of your TikToks, you're like K9 mask in a bathtub.
Yeah, yes.
And I was like,
yes.
This doesn't. You were like, yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to be inhaling this.
I think I'm dying, actually.
I think I'm dying, but
yeah, but I don't have a boss.
I'm a boss. Like, yeah, so, like I don't. There's no one enforcing these laws. If it's my like my body, my choice, I'm doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't tell you if I will or will not inhale toxic gas.
Literally,
I'll do it.
Literally,
I need it for money. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not letting me inhale this toxic gas, it's because you hate women and body autonomy. That's what it is.
Yeah. So I told you, like, you know what? Yeah, go inhale that toxic gas.
Go, girl boss.
That's girl boss. You're girl bossing really hard right now. Yeah. And who am I to stop that?
Yeah,
who am I to stop that?
You?
Like,
right?
Yeah, get that money. Get that bag.
I tried.
No, you did. Well, you got the bag. And what? Do you have like a content strategy? Like, what do you post on TikTok? You be posting on TikTok.
I be posting now.
So what do you?
Yeah,
what do you even like? What's your? Do you have a plan? Do you
always my plan is get the main idea in 1 second. Because TikTok, because the way that I peruse TikTok, seeing the first second of a video, that determines if I'm going to watch the rest of it. Yeah. So as long as the hook is in the first second, then that's it. And so, when it comes to like I already knew that design. Is she looking at you?
No, there's a fly.
Oh,
and also,
okay. I don't like there to be lead up. I like to make short videos, this is the design. Sometimes I don't even like adding text. I just like to be wearing the shirt, and the right people who get it will get it. And then I feel like that also.
Yeah, you like flash through all the designs. And
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, exactly.
I
I really like to do short videos where the main idea is immediately like able to be received.
That you made these shirts. Here they are.
Mm-hmm.
You like them or not?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is not an insult.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have a lot of followers on TikTok.
I know,
like
right?
You have 25K?
45,000.
45K now.
Yes.
That when we first met, you had like 25 or something.
Yeah.
And you were making a living then. Because I feel like a lot of people think that you need like a lot of followers.
Oh, yeah.
Like you need a lot of followers to like make any money. But what would you say to those people? You just need to post your stuff, right? Like,
yeah, just
like
you
that's
need to, because it is a lottery. If the
in some way, yeah. I don't know.
It's like the more chances you take on TikTok, the more chances you get. And it's just like you also have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
It's like, oh no one didn't watch my
Nobody
video.
saw it.
Yeah.
It flopped.
Oh,
Okay,
dang.
then let me just
well.
continue making stuff.
Yeah, but it's more common like I just feel like it's so much harder to grow on Instagram than it is on TikTok. Like you can gain 10,000 followers overnight on TikTok just because of a video. And so and you'll also see like some accounts will have like 5,000 followers, but 2 million likes because of 2 videos that they posted.
Yeah.
And who knows how much they made off of just those 2 videos.
Yeah.
So I feel like with TikTok specifically, I think I did a good job of honing in on my audiences, which were like pretty niche audiences, like roller skating and My Chemical Romance, like Bandom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think you just need to like show up and post that stuff. I mean, I think there is the issue like in some people who don't like making videos, and I mean, I can't help you guys there. Like, well, you have to just make videos or something. I mean, I don't even like what my viral moment was like, because like TikTok added that like slideshow feature.
Oh yeah, oh, you're so lucky.
Yeah, no,
I don't have it.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
you can't post photos?
No, they took it away from me.
Dude,
yeah.
See, this is the bad part of being like on TikTok or just like being on social media. It's just like they take away features.
Your rights.
They're like they take away everything because like back then slideshows were being pushed.
Yeah.
And I literally no work for me on my part. I'd already designed all these posters, so and I just posted them on TikTok as like a slideshow. Yeah. And it blew up. Like it got like 1 million views.
It's amazing.
And it was like the most money I've ever made off my shop.
Yeah. And
I was like, oh, it's just that easy. You just have to show up and show myself. But the bad thing is, it stopped working.
Yeah, so exactly. Yeah.
For a while there, they were being pushed. And then TikTok was like, you know what? We're not going to push your stuff anymore. I'm like, oh. Then I had to like pivot or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess like, how do you keep ahead of it? Like, what do you have? Like, do you diversify your income? Like, do you have any other? Because this is your full-time gig.
Yeah, full-time.
Full-time.
And my parents aren't rich. They've never paid for shit in my life. And so literally all of this has been like self-built. But I think because I feel lucky because Instagram, I have a really like, if I could live anywhere on the online world, it would be Instagram because I have a lot more personal relationships with people there.
Yeah, it's a lot more
intimate.
It's more intimate on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's like TikTok just feels less like I don't talk to people on TikTok.
Yeah, it's
like
harder
on Instagram,
to connect.
Yeah, also, my Instagram, I feel like even like some of my followers and my message requests, I like know. Yeah. Like I talk to them regularly. Exactly. Parasocially. You gotta keep the parasocial boundaries.
Right. Yeah, sometimes you gotta do that.
But I love my Pookies group chat.
Oh, the group chat.
Are you in that?
I don't know.
Don't be in it.
Okay.
Don't go in there.
Because like no one has rights to say anything back to you, right?
Yeah. It's just me saying. It's just me shit posting.
But I think because I because I'm on Instagram and TikTok, and even before I was on TikTok, I had a pretty like focused and intentional community of people on my Instagram. It's just easier to talk and easier to share my ideas, and also on Instagram I interact with a lot more people, and I take the criticism is so much more constructive on Instagram.
Oh yeah, TikTok is
So-
like brutal.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my.
This
ugh.
was like ass.
It's just, you know, yeah. So I feel like because of that, and also my markets, like, I do a lot of markets in LA, and I feel like you should do a market. Like that would be so fun, and
I
also it's
should.
like a great way. If you can't blow up on TikTok, or if you can't work TikTok, if you don't have an audience on Instagram, do markets. I feel like that is just. Because people go into markets looking to spend money. Oh my gosh.
That's
like
true.
people,
They're already there to spend money. Because on Instagram, they're
Exactly.
just there to look through.
Yeah.
On like on a market, you're like there. I should be doing that. Actually, I think I
Yeah.
might be doing that for the first time.
Oh, no way.
In Fresno where
Okay.
I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might. I don't know.
It's fun. Because, yeah, then it's also like, it's so rewarding because you get to see people's immediate reactions to your work. And you get used to rejection like a lot faster, but also seeing people just be like guffaw at your work or something. It's just, it's so rewarding and fun. And it's a cool way to exercise the social muscle and, try to be normal.
Love being normal.
Tell me what it's like.
Top
So what is that
5.
like?
I have ins bouts of normalcy.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's from what I've experienced, it's all kind of. I can see why people do it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. I
like,
would be
wow.
into it. Oh my
Be
gosh.
like being normal. I think being normal is gonna be in 2025.
See,
This is the last year of being not normal.
Like being normal is cool and I'm okay with it. Just like
Don't do
don't do it around
me.
me or my kids. Don't do it around me or my kids. Okay. Like do it behind my back. Just like don't do it around me or my kids.
Last thing, I guess.
Mhm.
If you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
It would be to there's so many things. I guess it would just be take my art more seriously because I grew up thinking like I didn't go to college, so I'm not a real artist. But like I wish I knew the power of the internet and the power of like community and just putting yourself out there and not being afraid of rejection or shame or being perceived. I wish I felt more emboldened in my voice and what I had to offer. And I wish I took that a little bit more seriously because I feel late to the game. I feel like, damn, I wish I taught myself Photoshop when I was 22, but here I am, 30, still like trying to learn how to do that shit.
You're early.
It's
The
coming
best-
from the 29-year-old. Well, I
Excuse
guess,
you,
yeah.
I'm 21.
Oh, right.
Sorry, I'm 19
right.
actually.
Right.
19.
You had to sign.
You're mistaken.
Your parents had to sign a waiver for you to be here.
Yeah.
They're actually waiting in the car.
Yeah, Gio's actually
Your
my
dad.
guardian. Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Mhm. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for taking the time and letting us in your space.
Yeah, for sure.
For talking.
Thanks for giving me an opportunity to clean.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And thanks for letting her chill.
Yeah. I don't know about this.
I say she's a Taurus.